welcome to the channel. In today's video, Sean and I are gonna install a mini split on the back of his van. It's one of those, I think they call them backpack mini splits. It's especially, I guess, for van life and smaller homes. So Sean has a Ford Transit 350. We're gonna put it on this driver's side rear door, and we really didn't find a whole lot of install videos on it. So we're hoping that maybe we can shed some light on these installs for you guys. If you guys see the install and you know of a way that we could have done it different or better, please take the time, leave us a comment, because this is new for us and I have a feeling that this is not my last.
I'm not sure how to pronounce the name of the unit. I think it's called treeligo. It's a 12-volt system. The one that I picked out was advertised for like semis. So the unit itself cost $669 on Amazon. Took maybe a week to get shipped here. One thing that I noticed right as I was unboxing it to begin with was the electrical tape on the bottom wire here was kind of shoddy, so I just kind of replaced that myself. I know I had to take off the shroud to mount it anyway, so I just kind of went along and did that. It's just a couple screws, but I picked out this unit because it was just one that was linked in somebody's YouTube video. There was a bunch of different brands linked, and I just selected this one. I don't really have a particular reason as to why, but this is the unit I went with.
All right, guys, the first thing that we're gonna have to figure out, and it's probably gonna be the most important step out of this entire install, is where are we gonna put it? Because we've got multiple different levels here, and it's definitely not gonna be straight up and down, which, you know, that's how it's gonna be. But we also have to make sure that when we drill the hole for the refrigerant lines and the power lines, that we're going to be able to go straight in and not hit anything, because we do not want those refrigerant lines to be kinked in any way. And Sean's already got the back off in here, and you can see if we come through the area right here with the lines, I think that's going to be our best bet. So hold it up there. Do you want to look and make sure you're okay, or are you good with this?
I'm good with this. Any of them reaching?
Okay, hang on, these two are gonna reach. All right, hold still. All right, the riv nuts are going in. Yeah, I always just kind of, yeah. All right, guys, for this top part here, it's sticking out pretty far. So I had this steel, it's like aluminum, and we're gonna put these in here as spacers so that it doesn't pull that in too far and create a bend where we don't want it. All right, so we're gonna put the hood back on, and then we're going to drill a hole so that all these lines can pass through it. So we kind of like look through what we need. We are going to drill a 2-inch hole. I think for the power and the 2 lines, this is probably the smallest we're going to be able to go with. We're going to drill it on the right side over here because this is the side with the refrigerant lines. The electric's on the other side. And so I think it'll be better passing everything through this side of the van. Sean agrees. So that's the next step. And then we're gonna go to my son's house. He does heating and cooling, and he's gonna help us with the rest of this install. All right, so we're lucky enough to have another Ford Transit here at the shop. So I was able to come over, open up this back door because we really don't want to take Sean's back panel off. It is up there, it's perfect. We want this unit to mount flush with the wood. So I came over here, and if you look at this door up high, we've got plenty of room for at least 4 of the screws to go into steel. So that's gonna be plenty secure enough. So we're gonna measure this, measure it over there, and make it happen. If we come down and one of them hits the 12, one of the screws hit the 12, that's gonna be really nice. So you know how that's got, if this one could hit the 12, that would be perfect.
Right here?
Up higher. Yeah, right in there. Yeah, if I'm gonna hold that. You see if you like it. There. Is it center? Is it kind of center?
Good enough.
More towards the door.
That's perfectly fine where it's at.
Okay. All right.
Should we put tape? How are we gonna make sure it's like?
That's what we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to do some measuring or something. If we close it, we should be able to do a better job of. Oh, here, over here. I was gonna put screw in it.
Oh.
Screw in it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so go up just a little bit. We'll come down right there, right there. Now, do you think you're okay with that being? We haven't made this. I'll just lay it down there. Alright, that's still good. All right, we're at my son's house, and he is helping us hook up all the hoses, and this is exciting. All right, so we got the larger hose and the small hose through, and you can see we drilled this hole at the shop, and we probably should have drilled it lower. We've got a loop here, but this cover I think is gonna hide it. Trying to coil all these up in here so we don't have hoses sticking out everywhere. I think that's gonna work, Sean. I think that's gonna work. And then you can just shove the extra back in there. Yeah, nice. It pays to have a son in HVAC. All right, so we got the small hose tight, the large hose, and we've got that Allen wrench all secured. We got to get some protection for this. We're going to do that once we're back to the shop. All right, so this mini split is completed, and I want to show you because we went to my son's house and he helped us connect these lines, and we weren't able to fill the refrigerant because he didn't have the right gauges. So Sean actually had to take it into town and get it filled. But we're going to go inside and we're going to talk about this thing and the powers that it's drawing. And Sean's going to talk to us. All right, so the unit on the back wall looks really good. And you'll notice, if you look, we've got it at a little bit of an angle. And we did that because we didn't want both drain holes to have a hose on it. So we just have the hose through here, and that goes into the back door. And you've got weep holes in your door, so that's why we did it that way. And he's got the lines secured. Now you'll notice he's got a towel or something up there because this thing does put off condensation when it's running, and it will kind of like run down that hose. All right, guys, so Sean's got his battery app open. He's at 82%. And is that on one battery or two?
I believe it's just two, or one.
Yeah, one battery. So both batteries should be at 82%. We're going to turn the mini split on with the remote. We're going to run it for an hour. We've got a thermometer here in the room. It's kind of neutral. It's not high up in the air. It's not low to the ground. It's right in the middle. And let's turn it on high or turn it on regular. And we're going to check back in an hour, and we're going to see how the battery percentage is, and we're going to see what temperature it is. All right, guys, it's been on an hour, and the battery is still at 75%, so that is impressive. Now, your solar is hooked up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and it is 71 degrees in here. And right before we walked outside, the thermostat did change to 82. So it's down 11 degrees, and it honestly feels good. Right in this area back here, I've got it on close up. It even feels nicer because of the breeze.
Right.
Yeah. Are you happy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. That is cool. All right, you can see outside it's draining really well through those weep holes and a little puddle on the ground. So let me show you where these are draining at. On the transit, and I'm not sure if the ProMaster's like that, but the weep holes are under the door down here, and you can see it's draining. And then there's that weep hole over there too. All right, guys, thanks for following along. We'll see you guys on the next video. All right, guys, I got mail, and we're going to open it. One of them, I know what it is, but we're going to open it on camera. This is going to be super cool, and it's going to be even better if I don't cut my finger off. But this, I never, ever thought would happen. And yay, I didn't cut it. This, Australia, an Australia license plate. Australia is on the wall. Thank you so much, Jen. This is cool. That's nice. That's a different size. Look at that. That's nice. And a little note here. I'll read that offline. And I got a second package in the mail. You guys are so cool. You guys are so cool. Let's open this. And I did get an email and said, keep an eye out. Here's a tracking number. Kind of gave me an idea of what it is. I'm going to try not to drop it when I open it here, but I think everybody likes surprises. It's Christmas in July here at the shop. I'm going to slide that out. No, I'm not. Boy, this is packed good. All right, it says, I hope you don't already have a sign like this because it is, it's in style on highway sign. I think it will go well with the theme of your license plates. All right. Desert Deb and Zeb. All right, guys. You get an A+ for packaging. Oh man, oh man, oh man. All right, I may have to. Oh man, you gotta love it. You don't know what you don't know until you know. I feel like that has come out of my mouth more than one time. They knew it. How cool is that? All right, guys, I'm back on camera. I gotta read this. This is super cool. It says, to dear Jonnie, congratulations on your new digs. A special place for working on rigs. This number plate is from my home state, down roads and across the seas. It traveled to Jonnie's journey. As a play on words for son, a reminder that I think you're fun. Ascending numbers starting with 3. I trust they're as lucky for you as for me. And it is son 345. That is cool. The cool. Victoria, the place to be. Thanks, Jen. That is so cool.